Shalom, shalom. Double grace and peace be unto each and every one of you, and a warm welcome to Inspirational Thoughts. We're a little bit late this morning. We're a little bit late, and therefore, this morning we're going to have a shortened version of Inspirational Thoughts, just by a few minutes. I do have a few other engagements this morning that I have to prepare for, and as soon as I'm through here, I'm going to start preparing myself to leave. And however, I trust that you had a wonderful night. More so, I hope and pray that you'll have a wonderful day today. I really hope and pray that your day will indeed be blessed. This morning, we are going to continue looking at the topic, and it's a very important topic. Is salvation only for the Jews? Is salvation only for the Jews? This is the question we are seeking to answer, and I trust that as we delve deeper into it, we will be enlightened. And I'm going to try my best to be to look at this from different perspectives. And as long as you're willing to go on a drive with me, I hope these sessions will be informative and enlightening. And I pray that you will indeed be motivated to to study the Bible for yourself, go deeper into it, because there are so many various teachings out there, and we need to be familiar with what the Bible teaches. That should be our primary concern. And I'm just going to share the quote for the day before we proceed any further. Just going to share the quote for the day. Good morning, Sister Silda. How are you doing? And this morning, I'm not going to put the quote on the screen, but I'm just going to share it with you. And this quotation was shared with me by a brother a long, long, long time ago. A long time ago. And it's very simple. Never be too busy to be kind. Never be too busy to be kind. Right? Many of us, we we are so busy that we forget the need or the importance to express kindness to someone else. Someone may have encountered this. You're on your way to church. You're on your way to worship, and someone meets you, and you're a little bit late. That person is in need of help, but your focus is on going to church, and you fail to help that individual, right? You fail to help that individual because you are on your way to church. You're on your way to worship. You think God will be angry if you get to church or worship late by helping or assisting someone who is in need? Folks, I hope we get this. We should never ever be too busy to be kind. I want to share, because we are late, I wanted to go into the book of Acts, chapter number 10. Acts chapter 10, looking at the conversion of Cornelius, who is said to be of Gentile origin. And this story is rather interesting. But I believe we may go into this tomorrow, Lord willing. I stumbled on a few videos, brief videos that I would like to share with you. Get your opinion, get your thoughts on the subject as well. I do not claim to know everything. I am still learning as I go, and I trust that as we look closer at the question, is salvation only for the Jews? I really pray that we all will be indeed enlightened. Let me just share my screen with you. This is first video is about 2 minutes long. Let me see if I can get it up. When you are speaking and have to manage the controls, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. I think I should share that right on my screen right there. So let me just get this up. Okay, I'll do this first.
On God, saints. Every day. They be lying on them. Watch this. Acts. Israel, read it.
Sing unto the Lord, all the earth.
Who's left out of that, saints? Continue. Read it. Israel, read it.
Sing unto the Lord, all the earth.
Who's left out of that, saints? Continue.
Show forth from day to day his salvation.
His way, his truth, and his life, saints. Let's go to the next scripture. Let's go to the next scripture. We have some brothers lying on God, saints. Every day. They be lying on them. Watch this. Acts. Go to Acts 10. Let's go to Acts 10, saints. Jesus, man. Let's help the people that want to be helped. Okay?
Wake them up.
Yes, sir. Stir them up. Let's stir the pot up, baby. Acts 10. We're going to read 36 and then revert back to 35 for the people, bro. Read it.
The word which God sent unto the children of Israel.
So the Bible in the New Testament is telling us the same thing, right? The Bible's telling us that the Bible is actually saying here, the word which God sent onto the children of Israel. Why didn't he say to the whole earth or to everybody? Because it's to who? The Jew first, right? That's why I say the Bible lets you know these things, but we're going to just walk it out. We're going to pull all this out now. The word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace. Go ahead.
Preaching peace by Jesus Christ.
What did it say?
He is Lord of all.
Now, don't that sound just like what we just read in First Chronicles? The Lord of all the earth? The Lord of all then, right? Not leaving nobody out. And this is Peter preaching to some Gentiles that are actually Gentiles. Not brothers lying to people saying that the whole Bible in here is for the black people.
This one was a bit short, but it was indeed enlightening. And please give me a minute. One of my daughters, the school is calling on her behalf. So let me just replay this video again so you can get it. And well, I think it's called. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold on.
We have some brothers lying on God, saints. Every day. They be lying on them. Watch this. Acts. Go to Acts 10. Let's go to Acts 10, saints. Jesus, man. Let's help the people that want to be helped. Okay?
Wake them up.
Yes, sir. Stir them up. Let's stir the pot up, baby. Acts 10. We're going to read 36 and then revert back to 35 for the people, bro. Read it.
The word which God sent unto the children of Israel.
So the Bible in the New Testament is telling us the same thing, right? The Bible's telling us that the Bible is actually saying here, the word which God sent onto the children of Israel. Why didn't he say to the whole earth or to everybody? Because it's to who? The Jew first, right? That's why I say the Bible lets you know these things, but we're going to just walk it out. We're going to pull all this out now. The word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace. Go ahead.
Preaching peace by Jesus Christ.
What did it say?
He is Lord of all.
Now, don't that sound just like what we just read in First Chronicles? The Lord of all the earth? The Lord of all then, right? Not leaving nobody out. And this is Peter preaching to some Gentiles that are actually Gentiles. Not brothers lying to people saying that the whole Bible in here is for the black people
And my mic is off. And my mic is off. And my mic is off. I'm sorry about that. I was thanking you for your patience and for still being there. I receive a call from the school, and usually when the school calls, it's because something is wrong with one of the children. Most of the time. So and they're calling me again. So I'm just gonna do a review, and then we will close off this morning. Hello, good morning. Bom dia. See.
See the tension building on your face. But yeah, this is a good question. I mean, do Jewish people need Jesus, or are they saved under the old covenant?
Yeah, I remember years ago there was a fuss in London because there was a movement called Jews for Jesus, and that was a movement of Jewish people, people who call themselves Messianic Jews, who were seeking to tell their Jewish brothers and sisters, their fellow ethnic Jews, about Jesus, and that Jesus was the one who the prophets had foretold, etc., and they needed to come and meet this Jesus for themselves. And this movement, Jews for Jesus, put up advertisements in the London Underground, and the advertisement read, Jews for Jesus, question mark, why not? After all, Jesus is for Jews. And even though that had been put up by absolutely Jewish groups, Jewish groups who were not Christians felt this to be very threatening and even anti-Jewish or anti-Semitic, and so they complained bitterly to the London Underground authorities, and the advertisements came down. But I remember at the time thinking this is hugely ironic because either you say that Jesus is for Jewish people, or you seem to be saying that Jewish people are not wanted in anything to do with the Christian culture. And there have been many, many would-be Christian movements that have kept the Jews out and that have said, no, 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 you were some dark race that we've now done away with. And that, of course, led to terrible, terrible horrors, not only in the 20th century, but in many earlier centuries. And we've now, I think, repented of that, although there are still, of course, enormous issues around socioculturally about how Western culture views Jewish people and how Jewish people view Western culture. That's a whole other thing. But yes, the question was phrased in terms of are they going to heaven? And I really want to stress one more time that the Bible never uses the language of going to heaven when it's talking about ultimate salvation. The word heaven is not used in the New Testament to denote the place or state of God's people in their final future. The Bible talks about new heavens and new earth, and about not about people going up to God, but about God coming down to be with humans. And so the question then can be rephrased: are Jewish people who don't believe in Jesus going to be part of the great company of all nations and kindreds and tribes and tongues when God does his new creation? And this then becomes part of the question: do you have to believe in Jesus in order to be part of that new creation? Now, the question of believing in Jesus is itself complicated. There are lots of people who do more or less believe in Jesus, but you can't always tell. We can't always tell. Maybe they can't always tell whether they're actually sincere, whether they're really on board or not. This is something that ultimately only God knows. From time to time in these podcasts, we get the question of universalism coming up. And there's a sense in which we might all like to be universalists because we don't want to say, oh, those people are out and those people are going to hell and whatever. That doesn't sound like a good way, and doesn't sound like an early Christian way to talk about people who are outside. However,
I want to apologize once again. I will have to apologize again. This morning was just it was just unfortunate. A lot of distractions, and I had to tend to a few things regarding the children. Thank God they're okay. They're okay. So that's the first they called, and it wasn't for something that's urgent where I would have to go and pick up the children. However, I do apologize for the inconvenience to this program this morning. When I'm through here, I'm going to take down the program. I'm going to take it down. Too many distractions. And most definitely, we will continue tomorrow, Lord willing, looking at the question, is salvation only for the Jews? And we are exploring the Bible. We're exploring the Bible. And I'm using a slightly different approach. I'm going directly to some of the scriptures that that indicates that salvation is for all of mankind. Scriptures that indicates that the Jews were entitled to salvation as well. However, after we're through looking at a few passages of such nature, we are going to go into the book of Matthew, because Jesus made a very clear statement that he did not come for the Gentiles; he came only to the Jews, right? And we're going to explore that. Why did Jesus make such a statement? What was the plan? And I have a particular thinking in my head, understanding, why Christ made that statement, and hopefully we'll get to the point where I will be able to share that with you to inspire and motivate you, especially to go back and to look into the scriptures for yourselves. I have to go this morning. Again, I do apologize for the hiccups we had this morning, and if the Lord wills, we will do this tomorrow, Lord willing. For those of you who stayed right through, Sister Giselle, Sister Silda, and the others. I saw some came in and some left. I understand. I would probably do the very same thing, to see the hiccups and stuff. So have a blessed day until next time. Shalom, shalom, double grace and peace be unto each and every one of you.